In this video, we're going to talk about in operator. In operator actually is a shorthand for multiple OR conditions. In previous videos, we talked about how to use OR operator when we were giving certain conditions, and OR would allow us actually to display the records if any of the conditions separated by OR would be true. And for example, here we gave only 2 conditions and separated by OR operator, but sometimes we have multiple, for example, more than 4 or 5 conditions, and in that case that will be much easier to use in operator. So in operator actually will allow us just to specify multiple values in our where clause, and so it will just be much easier and quickly to get the desired results. We'll jump to our SQL Live and practice some more. We'll be working with the employees table. First of all, I will, as always, select the entire table to see what we have from HR employees. Okay, so, and now first let's try to write a query, and we will write some conditions with in operator, and this time I want to use, for example, first name column, and I will just select entire table from the HR database employees table, and I'll say where, for example, first name is in, for example, I'll give some names, and if some of them match the results, it will give us the, for example, if I say Lex, I'll say Lex. And for example, we also have multiple rows with the first name John. Okay, and say we want Nina. Okay, now we should get results. Okay, now we have 5 rows selected, and there are 5 rows and 3 Johns. And for example, I just want to demonstrate some different options how you can manipulate with in operator. And if I say, for example, just J, I don't know if there is any name with J, and I will just say T. And if I run this, this is the logic of in operator is similar to OR, so it means first name, where the first name is equal to Lex, or first name is equal to J, or first name is equal to T. So if any of them matches, it will give us a result. Okay, and now we received only 1 row where the first name is Lex, so it means that we don't have first name which is equal to J or T. So that's much easier than OR. Okay, and in operator works with the dates and with numerical values too. And now we can practice some with the employee ID. Okay. Select first name, and we also want to select the employee ID. Okay, and we will specify from HR employees table, and we will give our condition where we want to have the employee ID, and I will give just random employee IDs, and if there are any, we will get some results where employee ID, okay, is in, for example, 100 or 105 and maybe 109, and let's write 115. Okay. Okay. Look, now we've got okay, we have 105, 9, 15, and 100. So it's David, Daniel, Alexander, and Stephen. Okay, so we can also use not operator. So we'll just write the same query, but we will say not in. So it will give us actually everybody who is here in this table except these 4 people. So if we look at this table, we don't have any David with employee ID 105. Here we have David, but his employee ID is 151. So these are different people. Okay. And next query, let's write some dates. We will select everything from HR employees, and I'll write where, and I want to work with the dates. Oops. Okay. Where the hire date is in, for example, maybe we can write this one. Okay. And some more. And one more. Okay. We should receive now at least 3 results, because we know that all these dates exist in our data, in our database. Okay. Okay. We have 3 people. And say, for example, I'll just copy and paste and say that, for example, I'll write just 0, just, to give you an idea how it works if it's incorrect. And I'll comment out these queries because I don't want them to run again and again. Well, this one I need. Okay, here if we look, day of month must be between 1 and last day. Okay, so it knows that date cannot be 0, so I'll write 0, 1. And now, okay, and now we have only 2 results. So it means that even if one of those conditions, one of these values is not found in our table, it will still give us the results with the matching filters, these ones. If these conditions are met, it will still give us those results. So in this case, we've got 2. And if would be, for example, 10, and if there is nobody who was hired at this date, we will receive just 1. Yes, we did. We received only Stephen King. Okay, it's pretty easy. Just you write explicitly, and you just need to remember the order of the keywords that I used in SQL. And now I want to give one more query. Let's use the operators that we already learned. For example, between and. We can join those operators and write even more complex queries. So I will select first name. Okay. First name. I'll select last name. Okay, and I will also select, okay, I'll give the condition where, for example, the manager ID between 108 and 116. Okay, manager ID. Oops. Oh my god, okay. Between 108 and 116. And after this we can provide some more conditions using in operator. I'll just write and I'll write employee ID in, and I'll just write just random numbers. Okay, 105, 109, and okay, 114. Okay. From keyword found where expected. Okay. Last name. We forgot to write from HR employees. Okay. So this person is Daniel Favid, and there are nobody else. Okay, and we can also use, let me just show one more thing. If we use OR operator, we might get, some more rows. Yes, now look. If I use OR, we've got 13 people. And just to see what is the employee ID of Daniel, I'll say employee ID. Okay. Okay, employee ID of Daniel is 109, so it matched this number. And the manager ID, let's see his manager ID. Okay. And manager ID is 108. We can do the same for this query. Okay. So when we wrote and, we received only one person who had employee ID in a given condition, which was one of these, and we also wanted manager ID to be between these two numbers, and there was only one person who met those conditions. But when we set the operator to OR, and we gave more flexibility to get in our result set, we received actually 13 rows. So either of them it contains, it will show us the people who have manager ID between 108 and 116, or if it meets our second condition, which is employee ID to be one of these four numbers, I will still include in our result set.